What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pat Outdoors. Hope you're having a great day. If you've been keeping up with my kayak with a two-stroke outboard attached to it, you may know that I've been trying to correct some of the initial mistakes I made with where I've mounted it and just trying to improve the design overall so I can get more speed out of it. I've already managed to shorten my outboard motor by almost a full foot, which is going to be lowering the center of gravity since majority of the weight was up very high and I lowered it closer to the kayak. So that should definitely be improved as far as overall weight and weight distribution. But I still have some lingering issues as far as where I have the motor mounted on the kayak. Since I have it mounted on the left side of the kayak, when I throttle it and it propels forward, it actually tends to shift to the right, like it's crab walking. So for me to truly go straight, I actually have to pull the front handle to the right, just to point the prop this way, and it kind of crab walks. And this limits me to a little less than 6 miles an hour, which is definitely not fast enough for me to be satisfied with this project. So I'm planning to fix that today by positioning the motor closer to the back of the kayak and closer to the center. Unfortunately, the kayak I have is just not designed to have a motor, so it doesn't have like a flat spot back here with a transom mount. So I'm gonna have to get creative today. So as the starting point, the very outside of the motor mount is about 23 inches from the center of the kayak. So my goal today is to bring this in closer to the center. What I'm thinking about doing is just reusing the same bracket and then remounting it as far back as I could to the very back of the kayak, and then cutting off any excess material to reduce some more weight. We'll see how much further inward we can mount the outboard. I'm actually glad that I was able to cut off that much material because this is significantly lighter than it was. And weight is very important when you're adding a motor to the very back of your kayak. I just didn't want the back to squat excessively down when I'm accelerating. So this is the general area where I'm thinking of putting this. So I'm gonna end up drilling 2 holes here and then opening the rear hatch so that I can reach in and feed the anchors and bolts through from the inside. So this should be strong enough since it doesn't move when you move the boat through it. So should definitely be strong enough. And now the very outside portion of the motor bracket is exactly 1 foot from the center. So now I've managed to bring the motor further to the center by 11 inches. Now that I've reduced a significant amount of weight from the outboard by shortening it, I moved the outboard to the back and closer to the center and properly secured it. Now it's just a matter of figuring out a steering situation coming from where I'm seated, and we should be ready to take this back out and go for another top speed run. If you found today's video to be helpful in any way, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with this kayak with a 2-stroke outboard project,
or any of my other projects such as this brushless razor project, consider subscribing to my channel. But this is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching.